Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
If you do not see it, and if you do not believe it, who else will? The body is very important, but the mind is more important than the body. We have to visualize what that body ought to look like in order to make it win, because that's what creates then the will that you need to go to the gym every day, the will that makes you go and do the 4 reps, the will that makes you go beyond and you do your 500-pound reps in the squats and you can't do another rep and your body is shaking. It's the will that makes you go one more time down and struggle up one more time. So you got to go to the gym and feel like every rep that you do is getting you one step closer to that goal, to make that vision that you have turn into reality. And I think that if you think that along the way you're not going to fail, then you're blind. Because there's no one that I've ever met, no matter how successful they are, that haven't said that they had their failures along the way. You have to. I mean, the only way that you really know that you can lift 500 pounds is if you're willing to fail. So if you're afraid of failure, then you will never grow. The people that grow the furthest are the people that really don't care. They fail or they make it, they're gonna take that risk because that's what you have to do.
Snap City is your own scared ass limitations that you try to put a term on. It's your own fear. It's for the fucking weak. It's where you reside. You reside in Snap City because you're too scared of a punk to actually get out there and do something. But you Snap City my motherfucking ass. I'm from Muscleville, motherfucker. Muscleville's where the real men roam. Muscleville's where I'm bound. Yeah, goddamn right, I'm muscle bound, motherfucker. I'm bound to have muscle, because I don't live in fucking fear of what if I do this, maybe I'll hurt myself. You ain't gonna never be shit if you worried about hurting yourself every time you perform an exercise.
I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right, I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
Man, dude.
Fast. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark.
Incredible.
Fast.
Incredible.
And you, George Foreman, all of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
But don't look for an easy way out. Nobody wants to work hard these days. Everybody wants the easy way. The 20-minute ad, the 10-minute this, 10-minute that. Fuck that. Come to the gym, work your ass off, earn it. And if I died, I died. That's how serious and dedicated I was to my sport. They said, well, you can't do it, you're gonna die. I said, well, I'd rather die doing what I love to do than sitting at home looking at TV.
Always trying to be stronger. Each lift, I want to lift a little bit more each month, each week, each day. I'm always trying to push for more reps, okay? That's the main thing. You can't stay complacent. So when I start really pushing myself, you got to tap into something else up here. You tap into that inner rage, or whatever you want to call it, and fucking push yourself. No matter how hard it is, how difficult it is, you got to push yourself. That's my mind state, is pushing myself. Not being comfortable, or being comfortable being uncomfortable, okay? You want it to be as difficult as possible. Each move, each lift, that's the only way you're gonna grow. And that's what I think about when I'm training. I'm thinking about making the hardest thing look easy. So if you ever around me when I train, a lot of times I'm psyching myself up. I'm like, this is easy, this is fucking easy, this is a fucking warm-up, give me more weight. I say that to myself and I believe it, you know? Anything you put in your subconscious mind, it becomes a reality. So I tell myself constantly, this is easy, no matter what the task is. Tap into that inner mental rage and you go, okay? And like I said, it transcends into every aspect of your life. It makes you a strong person, not just physically, but mentally. And that's more important, okay? A whole bunch of muscles with a weak mind is nothing, okay? A strong mind, strong body, a strong spirit, that's everything. That's a complete package.
Believe this. Well, you used to fit right here. I'd hold you up and say to your mother, this kid's gonna be the best kid in the world. This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew. And you grew up good and wonderful. It was great just watching every day was like a privilege. And the time come for you to be your own man and take on the world, and you did. But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow.
I hear you say it, but do you mean it? Do you really mean it when you say you want to make the sidewalk crack? Do you really mean it when you say you tired of being an ordinary motherfucker? Do you mean it when you say you don't be like everybody else? Do you really mean that shit? Or you just talking to hear yourself talk? It sounds good, motherfucker, but everybody can't do this shit.
I'm better now than I was when you saw that 22-year-old undeveloped kid running from Sunday Lister. I'm experienced now, professional. Jaw's been broke, been lost, knocked down a couple times. Bad. Been chopping trees. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator.
You say it's impossible to get 22-inch arm without taking steroids? Well, I'm gonna tell you how I did it, and it ain't no motherfucking secret. The first year and a half that I trained in the gym, every time I stepped in the motherfucking gym, I worked arms because I was determined to get some big ass motherfucking arms. Somebody gonna tell you that that ain't the way you do it, and it's not. It don't work that way. You be overtraining. Fuck, I already told you. Fuck you overtraining motherfuckers. For a year and a half, every time I stepped in the gym door, I worked motherfucking arms because it was my magnificent obsession to have big motherfucking arms. It was my desire, my midnight dream, motherfucker, to have big ass arms. My dream was to stroll down Compton Boulevard in the city and be the biggest motherfucker on the boulevard. They had a motherfucking 22. What you got, motherfucker? You holding motor tools, motherfucker. Now, if you want that, if you want to be, you must become obsessed with obtaining what you are trying to get. You have to be obsessed with it. If you don't have the mental capacity to be that obsessed about what you're trying to get, then motherfucker, you won't never have it. You will not get it. You must be obsessed. It ain't no secret. You just don't have the motherfucking heart and the determination and the will and the desire to put into this shit in order to obtain what you want.
Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that!